Welcome to the second episode of the Dicey Digest. Today, it's Dicey Digest. I'm never going to get this intro right. It's my second time doing this, y'all. And today I am here with...
Hi, I'm Meg Hardee. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Meg Hair, and I own Olive and Ivy Salon in Cincinnati, which is how I met Gabbie.
That's how we met.
Wow.
And we've just been together ever since.
Yeah, we just love it. First appointment.
Really, though.
First 8 hours.
It was longer than 8 hours.
That's rude.
No, but it was
you got
like
hella hair. What do you want from me?
I told you that before my appointment.
I just didn't believe you.
I know. I said I have a lot of hair, so like you're probably gonna have to like. And you were like, "Girl, I have done so." Do you think that I have more hair than the average human?
Yeah. Now that you're all shaped up, I feel like we got it. But you had no type of layers or nothing before, so it was just.
Was I like the true
hair.
like virgin hair? Is that what you would?
Well, if your friend wouldn't have done your hair in your bathroom before.
Is that whenever I came to you?
Mm-hmm. You had a big old side part and everything.
Dude, I look back at my hair before you touched it, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You look like a baby, too.
Dude, like, I look back at my content from like a year ago, and I'm like, my hair. I used to like just brush that like a comb over.
I got you.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
You too, baby girl.
I know. Well, okay, so I wanted to start this by asking you some things hair related, obviously, because, you know, you do hair. But I also wanted to like kind of like go into like, you know, you as a person, because I feel like you just started kind of sharing like your personal.
Yeah, someone inspired me.
Yeah, I just like so I guess one of my questions is, and I feel like we've already talked about this before, but like, did you always know that you were gonna do hair, or like
Oh yeah, girl, I was not that smart. Like, not that smart in school. Whenever I like, you know, people ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I didn't really have an answer most of the time. But having a little sister, she was like my little baby doll. And there was a cutie girl across the street too. And I just was doing their hair all the time. Like, that's what we did in our free time for fun. I sat them on the toilet seat and would curl their hair or braid it. And then I started doing like my friend's hair from either like Girl Scouts or church or like people from school. I would do their hair for like homecoming and prom. Like, I would set up my parents' bathroom as like my little salon and take pictures. I had a little Instagram called Beauty by Meg, and I would post all of their like prom and homecoming stuff. So I knew I wanted to do hair once I got into like later high school, and I thought that I was going to be a bridal stylist. And joke's on me, I hate doing wedding hair.
Yeah, like the updos and stuff.
Yeah, I'm good at them, but brides and their moms are crazy.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I never even thought about that.
Oh my God, mother of the groom's worse. It's so bad. I don't want to do that.
So you've done like hair for weddings and stuff?
Yeah, lots. I still do a couple a year.
That sounds like so stressful. Like, because you don't think about like, you know, wedding hair. Oh, that's like, you know, one of the most important days of your entire life. And so you're responsible for like, so wait, I'm sorry, but like, why were the moms
Because it's not their day. So then they take it out on their hair. Or like, I don't know how to do your old lady little floofy hair. You know what I mean?
Oh, you have to do the mom's hair for the wedding too?
Everybody's hair. Yeah. It's an all-day affair.
Just you usually?
No, usually it's like me and another person. Now it's just me.
So you do the whole bridal, what is it, a bridal entourage? Oh.
A bridal entourage.
Like a bridal, yeah.
Bridal party.
God, that sounds like, no.
It's like fun until the moms. It's never the bride.
Yeah, no, because the bride is like, fucking, just get me out of
and they're
here.
my girl usually. Like, we're pals. I only do my VIP clients, which is everybody now. But hopefully nobody be getting married too many times in 1 year.
Would I be a VIP client?
Obviously. Yeah, you gonna fly me out when you do a little Vegas wedding?
Oh, that's what I was.
It'll be like Kim K's wedding. I'm going to be Chris Appleton.
I was literally going to say, well, that's another whole thing, is you just got married, you know? And all of TikTok, like my comments after y'all like posted, you know, your wedding photos and stuff.
Where's Gabbie? Where's Gabbie? Where's Gabbie? Is Gabbie coming? Nobody's here.
They were like, why didn't you go to Meg's wedding? Were you not invited? Like, what happened to Gabbie and Meg? I think that they're like, and it's like, dude, I didn't want to go out to fucking Joshua Tree with Megan.
And you weren't invited. Nobody was.
I know. I wasn't invited for one. And for two, they eloped. And For 3, why the fuck would I want to be out there just with Meg? That would be like the loneliest third wheel of my entire life.
Gabbie officiates our wedding.
Dude, one of my friends.
We didn't even have an officiant.
You didn't?
No, we got real married before we left. Like the mayor of Silverton did it for $80, and we did it on like a Monday afternoon, like while we were running errands.
That's kind of like me and Cody. Well, we did the same thing on our lunch break, but then we never actually like followed through with the will. Maybe one day though.
Yeah, the long story short, I'm going to Vegas with you.
Yeah.
I'm inviting myself.
You and Brandon can come and then and then we can just both, you know. And we can honestly, I feel like me, you, Brandon, and Cody would have like a killer time.
You can't end up in jail again.
You got to make sure it doesn't happen, okay? Because
Me? You're bigger than me. You'll tackle me if I try to get you out of something.
I'll be like, get the fuck out of my way, Meg.
Yeah, and I'll cry.
Oh my gosh, dude. I was going to say something, but I lost it. I have ADHD brain all the time.
Okay, we were talking about why am I doing hair? Weddings.
Oh yeah, weddings. Why are we doing hair? What was I going to say? Oh, let me get my notes out. That's a good thing.
So professional.
Okay. Oh, I was going to go into after that, like, what was cosmetology school like for you? Like, because, okay, you know, I've heard horror stories.
Yeah. Okay, big shock to no one. I was a goody two-shoes suck-up, so I did great in cosmetology school. I had so much fun. I loved, like, everybody in my class. Like, I got along with everybody. And I don't know, I loved it. But school is different now. Like, ever since the pandemic, it's like, they don't teach you nothing. Like, when I get new baby stylists into my salon training program, they don't even teach them how to use, like, a round brush with a blow dryer. Like, they don't know nothing.
That's what I heard. It's more like, you know, like basic training for hair. They just teach you like the very bottom basics. But is it even that?
It's like they teach you how to pass your state board test, but also that's still kind of on your own. Like, and I kind of feel for the educators in schools because they do not get paid much at all. Like, I wouldn't want to put my whole self into school if I wasn't getting paid much and all these kids were treating me like shit. Like,
I didn't even think about this. So, like, the educators that are, like, actually running the cosmetology schools, are they getting paid? They're hairstylists, right? Like, they're, like...
Yeah, like, it used to be that, like, you would go to school and then you would have to be, like, working in a salon for, like, 2 or 3 years before you could become a stylist. Or, I'm sorry, an educator. But now, like, you graduate and you could be an educator at that school the next day. So they have no experience outside of the school. They don't know anything else. And... they're getting paid, like, I think it's hourly now. Like, I want to say they get, like, $10 to $12 an hour. It's so, or at least at the school I went to. It's so little. So, of course, it's going to be like that.
Right. But do they also get to take clients and stuff, like, as an educator?
Not in the school. So, like, when you're in school, you the first 3 months you're in school, typically you're in the classroom. So, like, you do, like, anatomy and physiology. I can't even say that. You, like, do electricity. Like, I don't remember literally anything. And then you're taking tests on, like, perms and, like, rollers and stuff. It's the stupidest testing. But you're doing that for the first 3 months. And then for the next 9 months, you're out on, like, the student salon floor. So, it's like you're a stylist when you're in school. And those educators, they teach you in the classroom, but then they also, like, you know how the girls at the salon will come up to me and I, like, check their haircuts or, like, help them with their formulas? It's the same vibe at school.
Right. And that's why you started your whole baby stylist, like, program, was because you wanted... Because when you got out of hair school, right? Like, you just jumped straight into a salon?
Yeah, kind of. Like, my boss called herself, like, she, like, said that it was an apprenticeship program, but... I got there at 10 a.m. and by 10:15 I was holding clippers doing a haircut and I had never done that before. So, like, I don't know if I would call it a training situation that I was in. And you really need it out of school. Like, you have so much anxiety. You, like, need someone to hold your hand a little bit and teach you how to do stuff.
Yeah. Did you have any, like, mean girl experiences while you were in, like, I just feel like cosmetology, I could never do it just because I feel like I would
grew 3 inches.
I would get bullied, you know? Like,
I don't think you would.
I feel like, is it a competition or is everybody, like, working together for the same goal? Like, does everybody really want everybody to succeed, or is it more of, like a...
Listen, I'm a girl's girl. Like, I've never been bullied by girls until TikTok. No.
Oh.
No, like, boys have always been mean to me. Mean, awful, bad boys. But girls, I get along with girls no problem. So like in school, I had my little hair school bestie, and then like everybody else, I don't know, we were all just kind of pals. But I don't know, like, can you see somebody being mean to me?
No.
Right. I'm like, I feel like I make it hard. I'm so
Mm,
sweet.
I could be mean to you. I'm just kidding.
Go for it.
No, I'm just kidding. I could never. No, I have had like a lot of friends that have gone through hair school, and they're like, nobody wants to see anybody do good in here and all this stuff. And it's like,
And it might be that way now, but I didn't see that then. But I went to hair school, gross, 10 years ago. And so I don't know. It's completely different now.
I feel like you're right though. Like if you go into something and you want like to be friends with everybody, then you will be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Maybe I would be able to.
I think
I'm
you'd
not
be
going to
pals.
fucking cosmetology school.
You want to come work with me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Actually. I want to be the
'Cause you're so
receptionist.
bored. You have nothing to do. The receptionist. The way that people already call and ask for you. Thank you for calling Olive and Ivy. Is Gabbie there? Is Meg best friends with Gabbie? Where's Gabbie? When's Gabby's next appointment?
Or like, I don't think that people really like, sometimes they don't believe me that girl literally sat outside the salon for hours.
She'd really be sitting outside. That was so weird. I'm so glad that's never happened again.
I've seen her again though.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
spooked the shit
outside
out
of
me.
the Indian restaurant. She was just out there. And
Was
I
that your first stalker situation?
that I could actually put a face to and like a name to and like knew who she was. Yeah. But
Did
like,
I tell you about mine?
no.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so this girl came into the salon and she said that she was in hair school and she like had an appointment with Paige and she was getting a blowout, which was a little sus because she had a pixie cut. So like, what are you getting blown out? But it was right before that hair show in Chicago in April that I went to with like Bailey and Siri and Teresa and all them. And she was like talking about how she was besties with them and that she'd see me there. You know what I'm talking about now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's like talking about how she'll see me there, whatever. And she left. And I was in my head, I was kind of like, that's odd. Like, I've never heard of her. Like, how is she friends with all of them? I'm not even friends with all of them yet. Like, that was my first time meeting a lot of people. So we get to Chicago, and the first night, like, we're all just like kind of like bar hopping and going to restaurants and whatever. And I see her there with like Teresa and Teresa's salon. So I was like, Meg, you were a dick. That was a rude thought that you had. And she was with us all weekend and she was being really weird. And then finally I looked at Siri's mom, who's like her manager. She was with us all weekend. And I was like, do you know this girl? She was like, no, she said she's your best friend. And so I don't know. I thought that maybe she was like using my name to like be friends with them, but then it kept continuing. Like she kept calling the salon and like telling the girls on the phone that like she was my best friend and asking to speak to me on the phone. And like she kept getting weirder and weirder. So we all blocked her, but it was a really weird situation.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me about this because she pretended like she knew all of them. And then
Yeah.
you were like, oh, that's weird. And then she, whenever you got to the hair show, she started pretending like she was your friend so that she could talk to them. So it was like, people, that's how you infiltrate the system. Taking notes. Taking notes. That's how I will get places in life.
Oh my God, it was so spooky though.
No.
And like she knows where I work and like I don't want to piss her off, like, because what if she comes and does something?
You know what's crazy? Well, hopefully she doesn't see this, but no, like that shit kind of scares me too. Like, does it ever scare you that people know your whereabouts?
Yeah, people know where I am every day because of the salon. Like, even if I took the salon address off of everything, like Teresa's done that too for her salon, like people still show up, people still call. Like, it's easy to see where I work. And like, if I tag like, Paige or M in one of my videos, like they can easily go to their account and see where I work too. Like, there's no getting around it. But I'm thankful that like Brandon's usually in the salon. Like, I feel safe with him there. And like, it's in a big space. So
Yeah.
I feel good most of the time. But like when we're in there at night and you can't see out the windows because it's so dark, I get a little spooked because we're in a big fishbowl.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're in a pretty like decent area too and like on that main street, so it's just like, you're probably good and like most people know better. With Dicey Digest, I get a little bit nervous because sometimes, I just be flying solo dolo.
You
Like,
should not be doing that ever.
I do. I do it all the time.
You need a bodyguard.
I know. I have
What am I talking about? You're your own bodyguard. You telling me stories. You don't need anybody. What am I saying?
Well, I think that people don't understand that, like, I fly solo dolo because I'm a psycho. Like, because I literally am psychotic. Like, I can flip a script and people are like, oh, wait a minute, this was a really bad idea. Like, this was not a good idea. But yeah, no, I really probably shouldn't. Like, because I used to work by myself at night a lot down whenever we worked in Ludlow. And that was
Like in the tie-dye studio?
yeah, like I don't know if you never came,
Mm-mm.
but it was like down an alley. Like there was
It was just down the street from your shop, right? No.
no, you so
The
like
new spot is.
yeah, the new spot is like on a main street, which like I still like I work at night, but I always work with somebody now just because I've had people recently come and like it was like 10:30 at night on a Saturday and like bang on the doors.
No,
And then
that would scare the life out of me.
well then I open the windows and it's not like they're running away. They're standing outside like waving at me. And I was like
you think this is good interaction? You
I
think
was
I'm happy
like
to see you?
and they had their kid with them.
No.
Yeah.
Why isn't your kid in bed?
I don't know. And so I was like, what the fuck is going on? Kevin was with me. And so Kevin was like, I'll go out there. And I was like, no, dude, like we're not, there's
Kevin so bad.
dude, Kevin, oh, he wants to meet you
I'm his
so
number
bad.
one fan.
I'm Kevin's number one fan most
No.
days. Okay, sorry.
Most days. I'm your number one fan on the other days that she's not.
I say most days because some days Kevin just isn't feeling like Kevin and he just needs to like,
He's being a little grumpy gills.
yeah. And he just, like we all do that though. We all get into so I just leave him alone those
Yeah.
days. I'm like, you do you, boo.
The little noise.
Catch you on a better day. But yeah, I mean, I get a little bit nervous like whenever I'm flying solo dolo and like, working by myself, but I don't feel like I've never really been like put into any situations where I've felt super unsafe. So I'm thankful for that.
Is that one time in the parking lot at Walgreens at 10 o'clock at night? You told me that story.
Oh, bitch. That shit. I don't even think I've ever talked about that. But that one day, no, it's okay.
You need to stop saying you need to start saying off the record to me.
I know. Oh, by the way, Meg, this is off the record.
Yeah,
but,
thank you. Please just do that for me.
But no, one day I got ran up on Walgreens. I was leaving Walgreens, and it was like, 11 o'clock at night. I don't even remember what the fuck I was buying. Oh, paper towels and toilet paper. And I'm in my Jeep, which had the Dicey Digest. Like, everybody knew my Jeep. And this couple came running through the parking lot directly at me. I thought I was about to get mugged. I don't know what.
Funny.
What were you gonna say?
I said it's not funny. I was trying not to laugh.
I thought I was about to get got, and I fucking freaked the fuck out, and then they were freaked the fuck out, and then that was it. We went our separate ways. But they're never gonna run up to somebody in a parking lot at 11 o'clock at night again.
Yes, this is why you don't need a bodyguard.
No.
I want you to be my bodyguard.
God, I was a wig. I do have like a bodyguard that I could call, but it's like, what do I look like walking around with a?
It's so funny because you're so normal, but then like if we joke that you like it feels like a Kardashian's in the salon when you come because people just like are obsessed with you.
You treat me like a Kardashian. That's why.
I treat all my clients like a Kardashian.
I come into the salon. Meg's like,
Okay, they don't all get presents, but you do send so many clients to the salon. We were hurting before you came to the salon the first time.
you were?
Yeah, because I just lost all my social media. I had just hired 8 people and had no way to like market them because all my socials were gone. I was rebuilding and you came to the salon and all their books were filled again. That's why I get you gifts, girl. Thank you. God bless you and your family.
Well, no, like not even the gifts. I do love the gifts. I know you don't. I try I feel bad after posting the gifts sometimes because people be like, I hope she does that for all of her clients. And I'm
I
like,
hope all my clients would tell all their friends and family and 5 million followers to come to my salon.
well, bitch, have you seen the work that you do?
Yeah, but I don't be accepting new clients, so my clients don't do it anymore. They're like, I'm not telling my friends where I go because then I won't get an appointment.
Oh, well, but
you come in and you remember every single stylist's name, even if they've been there for 30 seconds.
because I love them.
Yeah, well, I can barely get their names right some days, and then you come in and you're like, yeah, that's Avery. I know. I know. I've been here before.
I even remember the people who don't work there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple, but just a few. But yeah, no, because I love the salon, but you treat me like a Kardashian, and I know that you do this for like all your clients, but it's like it's like even like Paige, like whenever you see like you come in and they're like, can I get you a coffee? Can I get you alcohol? Can I get you a water? Can I get you a snack?
Yeah.
It's like anything that I need, I'm there, and
we
it's
want
like
our goals to be set.
yeah,
You're gonna be here for a good time and a long time.
It's a good. I love hair day. It's like I can go
Me
in there
too.
looking like a rat.
That picture you sent me the other day. I showed that to everyone in the salon. I thought it was so funny.
Oh my God, I don't care. Good. I
Good,
mean,
because I did.
I literally, then I couldn't even come in that fucking day.
Them kids.
No. Can you do
Nar.
that? Yeah, how are you so good at that?
You get all the other accents. I can have no in Australian.
No.
Nar.
You're better than
You go nah. Nar. Nar. Up. Nar.
Nar. My no plus. Oh, okay. Here's another. I don't know why I have salon owners on booger sugars, and that's another.
My old boss.
I don't know why I have that. I was gonna say, like, is it true that fucking people be fucking
Yeah. Oh my God. Hair shows in the bathroom are wild.
still like? Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Last year at a hair show it was in Orlando. It's like a more expensive hair show, so I feel like it's like people that are either like Instagram famous for hair or whatever, or like rich bitches, and it was in a big convention center, which is just hilarious. But like they have this big award show where everybody gets like kind of trashed. Like it's hilarious. Like halfway through, I think I sent you photos this year when I went, because one of the main
guy
guys,
that's sweating.
oh my God, he was sweating his dick off,
And
he
he was
was
like-
in another dimension.
He was looking around like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
It was crazy. Me and Paige were losing our minds laughing. We had like 10 glasses of champagne under our seat and like hitting the pedal.
but didn't you get?
Oh, but you go to the bathroom and people are just like on like the paper towel holder in front of God and everybody.
At like just in
In a
public?
convention center in Orlando.
Isn't
In
it?
Mickey's house.
Isn't it illegal though in Florida?
Isn't cocaine illegal? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal everywhere?
I mean, I think right.
I don't think that's legal anywhere.
No, it's
There's
right?
no way. You're going to jail.
Well, I don't do coke. People do.
I've never done that either.
People
Of course,
think,
we're both gonna say that.
yeah, of course we're gonna say we don't do coke, but
Girl Scouts honor, I have not.
I have not either. Is it 3 fingers?
I think so. On my honor. Were you a Girl Scout?
Mm-mm.
I was a Girl Scout till I was 18. And in peer counseling.
18.
Yeah.
Like in the uniform and everything.
No. That sash didn't fit these.
Oh. What's it like having boobs?
So annoying. Sometimes I wish you could just pop them off.
I've never had that problem.
Yeah. Rub it in.
Because me and Cody talk about it sometimes because like I used to.
I love where this is going.
We talk about it sometimes because I'm like, Cody, like, could you imagine me with boobs?
Would you
And
ever get a boob job? I feel like
No.
everyone on TikTok's getting a boob job.
I literally, if I had anything here, like, I don't think you realize like how much
You
I
have cute little boobs.
Yeah,
I like her. You're little.
they're so teeny. It's pretty much just a nipple.
Mine like choke me when I lay down. They fly up. There's a lot of movement in these.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the amount of times that I like flail my body into shit, like I would pop that sucker within the first like.
Relax.
I've seen people get their boobs popped
No.
on Instagram.
I'm so scared. Have you heard of like the toxic whatever boob thing? Like your implants can make you really, really sick and like stupid.
Yeah, you can get an infection in like
Yeah.
the.
Oh, it makes me want to throw up just thinking about it.
And you know you're supposed to get them things like
You gotta get them replaced every like 5 years or
Yeah,
so.
it's like
That's crazy.
10 years is like the max you can go.
Mm-mm. I'm not doing that. You can't even get me to go to the dentist. I'm not getting a boob job.
Me either. That's what I'm
I
saying.
would get a reduction one day, but I say that, but I won't go to the dentist. So we both know that's not happening.
I'm getting Botox in my forehead.
No, you're fucking not.
Yes, I am.
What? You're not gonna be able to raise your eyebrows anymore. That's
don't
like
give
half
a
of your
fuck.
personality. You just did it.
First of all, I cannot.
Like do whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. But like, oh my
How
god,
do
you're not
you-
gonna be able to move your face.
How do you have no wrinkles in
Girl,
your?
I do. One day Brandon goes, "What's that line on your head?" I look just like you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Mine are deeper than yours.
You just lifted your eyebrows. Are we gonna
Wow.
fight?
Yeah.
I kind of want to get the Botox where, have you seen it? Like where you,
Oh.
the I don't know how to say it. Like you're, like, you know, when you clench your teeth,
Uh huh.
that muscle, like you can get it and it'll relax you. Cause do you clench your jaw a lot cause you're stressed?
Is that for like headaches and stuff?
Yeah.
Maybe you
Mhm.
should.
I know, right?
They just put
We
like
go
a little-
together?
Yeah. We can
I'll
do.
pass out. You'll have to drive me home.
It can be like me too. Who's gonna?
We'll
we need to.
Uber.
We need to bring someone.
Brandon.
Okay, what was I gonna even?
Come with me while I go get Botox with Gabbie.
Yeah, we're gonna need someone that's like that has like ice, water.
Yeah, maybe some like glucose tablets.
Yeah, like some Gatorade.
A teddy bear.
And a blankie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that way we're like very well taken care of.
Yeah, I agree. Anyone want to sponsor this video?
Sponsored by
Injections by someone.
Oh yeah, I've been tagged. I've gotten messages from quite a few. Yeah, quite a few injectors.
After using that light.
I'm like running that fucking thing across my face.
Link on TikTok shop.
Yeah, link on TikTok shop. Link in bio for Mermaid Meg Lala Loopsy. Dude,
Mermaid X. What is it? Lala.
What is the company called?
Dressed in Lala. Please buy.
Is that
where my sweater's from?
I'm buying some shit from them. Mm-hmm. I keep putting it off though. I keep forgetting about it. I always see you and I'm like, I need to go shop at that Lala Loopsy shit.
Dressed in Lala. She's saying Lala Loopsy like the little dolls. And she made me feel old for not knowing what they were.
Well,
you didn't know who Betty Spaghetti was. She's an icon.
I don't even know who Betty Spaghetti is still. Who is that?
She's another little dolly. Long spaghetti legs.
It's kind of the same thing as Lala Loopsy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What's your code for them again?
Mermaid X Lala.
Mermaid X Lala. Why can I never say that shit? Mermaid X Lala on dressedinlala.com if you want to save some money, because that's the code that I'm going to be using later.
Yay.
Another question I was going to ask you, it's hair related, is what made you get into like vivid color? Like, because you're like I never knew what a vivid color specialist was until I met you.
Because you had virgin hair down to your ass crack.
It was good.
Mm-hmm. You won't ever have that again.
No, really?
No. You're gonna have virgin hair.
Yeah. What if I didn't dye it for like or cut it? No.
Is there beef between us? I'm confused.
No, my hair is so much better than it was. Like, I mean,
it's different. You had great hair, but
I don't think that my hair is like bad. Like, I think it's still super healthy. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we don't bleach
Pentecostal ass hair before.
Pentecostal. I grew up actually Presbyterian and Baptist.
Baptist, me too.
Are you a Baptist?
Southern Baptist, yeah.
Me too. I was from North Carolina, girl.
North Carolina.
I did that Southern Baptist church every Wednesday till I got knocked up. Then they said,
"Not Awana's kicking you out." Did you do Awanas on Wednesday nights?
I did every Wednesday night.
When I explain Awanas to people, it's so hilarious. Like, you know, like a group of kids your own age, and you memorize Bible verses for Awana books, and then you get to go to the Awana store and buy stuff. And they're like, "Is that a cult?"
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and then like, you know, you have to go in there, you memorize shit, and then if you don't
John 3:16.
Yeah, John, Isaiah.
My new thing is trying to like explain Bible verses to people, or Bible stories to people that didn't go to church growing up, because it's so funny to say out loud. Like, explain Noah's Ark to someone that doesn't know what Noah's Ark. It's hilarious.
People don't know what Noah's Ark is?
I was explaining, like, what's that big museum? The Creation Museum.
Oh
my God. My ex-boyfriend took me there on my 21st birthday.
That's
so
the Ark.
Embarrassing. Yeah. Well, they didn't have the Ark encounter then, but I was saying I went pre-Ark, and they were like, "What is an Ark? Like, what are you talking about?" And then trying to explain what Noah's Ark was quite hysterical.
Yeah, I mean, trying to explain like religion and like, because like, you know, some people did not grow up in the church.
Right. I don't know anybody really, or like I didn't grow up with anybody that didn't go to church every week.
Me
or
either.
If they didn't, they started going with me, because that was the rule. If I was going to have a sleepover, is you're coming to church in the morning with my family then.
I had so many sleepovers with like all my friends growing up. You're right. God, I didn't even think about that. We're all church people who went to my church. And then we would wake up on Sunday morning and get our church clothes on and go to church.
Your hair before we go.
Yeah. We did that shit too, except I would look busted.
I look cute as heck.
You did?
Yeah, there was Gabriel Brothers by my house. I was getting all the cute little dresses from there.
I have a horrible sense of style.
No, you don't. Why do you talk
Girl,
like that? You literally look so cute right now.
Okay, right now, yeah, because this is my style. Like, I feel like I'm finding myself, like, end of 2023.
You literally get dirty all the time at work. You can't dress in your nice shit. You have nice, cute clothes.
Well, I don't dye as much anymore, so now I'm, like, investing. Before when I was...
you're wearing your own stuff. Then you're wearing a hoodie from Dicey Digest.
Right. But, like, I looked back at the pictures of the beginning of this year, me going on Bunny's podcast, and I looked at my outfit.
That was the beginning of this year?
Yeah. It was in March of... Dude, I know. Yeah. And I looked at my outfit and I was like, bitch, you're so fucking dumb.
What?
I looked so...
No, you didn't. You looked so cute.
I was wearing these...
the cutest little top.
and
And your hair was in the cutest little space buns.
some yoga pants.
You looked cute. And also, nobody can see your pants on that podcast.
I wore a windbreaker over all of it.
You looked adorable.
I don't know. I felt like I looked like a train wreck.
Mm-mm-mm.
But now I feel like I'm finding, like, you know, corduroy pants,
You look cute.
40s and shorty
I feel
shirt.
like you dress like Summer a little bit. Like, that's your style. Summer the
Yeah.
stylist.
Yeah. Summer the stylist.
Summy.
At Summer the stylist on social
But
media.
I feel like that's your vibe. Like, streetwear, sometimes a little bit girlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be, like, in the middle. Like, I don't want to look like a dude, but I want to look kind of like, you know.
Don't.
Yeah.
And
But, like,
chill.
And also, I don't really like skirts because I
But
don't
you
have
look cute in
etiquette.
skirts.
I don't feel cute in skirts.
It's about the feeling.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
do you feel cute in skirts?
Not short ones. I feel like my coochie's out.
Even long ones, I feel like I'm a pilgrim, you know?
I've never seen you in a long skirt.
That's when I've never seen myself in a short one.
Yeah, you wore a short one when you dressed up as a Bratz doll,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
you?
In the house. It was in the
Well,
house.
you looked cute in the house.
Like, I would be embarrassed to wear that in public.
Don't you just feel like all of your insides are on the outside when you wear a short skirt? Yeah. Like, how do you be bending down or getting in your car?
You have to wear a squirt.
I need a ladder getting into your G-Wagon. So you could not be wearing a short skirt then.
That day, whenever I drove it, whenever I first got back, and everybody was...
Yeah, we were all in that.
I know, when we took pictures of Hannah. That was so fun.
And Hannah goes, "This is my dream car."
Hannah's came to Dicey Digest a lot recently.
I know.
She's
so
awesome.
cute.
She is. I really like her a lot.
Me too. I love Hannah.
Yeah. Okay,
We
let me
got good
find
people.
Let me find my fucking notes, bitch. We cannot. Oh wait, no. Meg, what all of that Bible talk came from literally me asking you about being a vivid stylist and what the fuck?
I don't know how we got there. Yeah, so my first like vivid I ever did in the salon was this cute little, like, I want to say that they were in maybe like 3rd or 4th grade, and they were Flounder and the Little Mermaid in their like school play, and they wanted their hair to match. So that was like my first vivid in a salon, and I was obsessed with it. And everybody else that worked in that salon, they didn't want to do vivids. They were like, I'm not spending all that time. I want to do like what stylists call my bread and butter, like where you're just like putting, 4N, those who know, on old ladies' roots and calling it good. And I love the longer appointments. I much rather have like 1 or 2 clients in a day and spend my whole day with them and vibe, and not like, I feel like it drains your energy to be with like so many people in a day. Like, I used to take like 8 people in one day, and I was exhausted, versus like, when you come in, I usually only have you for the day, and like we get to like end on a high note.
Yeah, because it's usually like, especially whenever we're doing color, it's usually like a whole day appointment.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but no, you're right, because if you have like multiple people coming and sitting in your
And
chair.
you're telling the same damn story every time. Oh my God, your wedding was beautiful. Tell me all about it. And then my assistants laugh because I'm saying the entire story every single time. Like when I had so many people in one day, I obviously just got married, but like,
That's just an
same
example.
shit, different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Right. I don't feel like that's how it would be for me too, because like if you have to like, vibe with one person for like 6 hours rather than like 4 people.
Yeah, and like we have quiet time. Like there's times where like you play on your phone and I'm just in the zone or whatever. Like when you have like a couple hour and a half or when you have a handful of hour and a half appointments, you be talking the entire time. You can't get a breath.
Right. Do you feel like you have to entertain people when they're in your chair?
There are some people that don't want to sit in silence at all.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You like do one foil in silence and they're like, so have you seen any good movies lately? We're going to be here forever. I talk with my hands.
oh my God. And you're like, yeah, dude.
When I edit videos of us, I'm traumatized by how, like, I'm not doing your hair for most of the video. I'm talking with my hands the entire time.
I don't even notice it though.
It's because that's not the parts you see.
Well, no, I mean like, because I'll be sitting in the mirror sometimes, right? But I always feel like you're doing a diligent job at
I
getting
might be petting you or something.
Yeah, you're probably just like touching my shoulder or
Whacking you.
you're just like, yeah, I'm talking right now.
I can't always do two things at once.
Dude, I applaud you for how quick you can do my hair because
Nobody ever called me quick in my life.
I think you're pretty quick. I mean, like,
Nobody else has done a color on you. You
I
don't have
have.
anything to compare it to.
When I dyed my whole head yellow with that Arctic Fox, which they reached back out to me.
Lose her number.
They reached back out to me and they said, you know, we love your vivid color. I was like, y'all.
That shit won't come out.
I know.
The yellow's supposed to be easy.
They think that, like, I do my own hair, I think. And
People think that I do my own hair all the time. And I'm like, this takes 8 hours for someone else to do.
Yeah.
Every 10 weeks.
I will never put, like, oh, I only have a couple more. Let me try this. That was traumatizing.
But I mean, if they give you a check, girl, you can dilute it.
I don't know. I think that they were trying to send me, like,
If anybody wants to, though, just you have my permission. I'll figure
I'll
it
let you
out.
know first.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
have to be a big bag in order for me
It'll
to.
be a big bag.
Yeah, I did that shit just for funsies.
And then they can buy the remover for it, too.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know about that shit. Oh, okay. What are your favorite things to do when you're not doing hair?
My new personality is Pilates.
I know, I really want to go with you.
Yeah, I want you to go too. I'm
Mhm.
obsessed with it. Like I go like probably 2 or 3 times a week right now. And I don't know, it just makes me feel really good. And then Brandon and I try to go on dates once a week, and that's fun. Something outside of the salon. I've gotten into reading recently. I like puzzles sometimes. I'll have like a little puzzle moment. But I really just try to like do things that are chill and good for me outside of work. Like I'm not out there like partying or being crazy social. Like I need to do things that like recharge my battery for work. So that's like the kind of stuff I've been doing.
Yeah, we just talked about that. Like, what were we saying the other day in the salon? That was in the salon, yeah, when I got my blowout. And we were like, we're saying no to things
That don't align with our goals.
Yeah, because, like, if somebody asks you, like, oh, do you want to go get drinks tonight? And you're like,
If it's not a yes, it's a no.
right. And then if it doesn't align, like, yeah, because that makes sense because, like, I always get invited to do all types of shit. And then I feel bad whenever I say no. But why? Like, why do I feel bad? Like, why do I always feel like I
Yeah.
have to say yes?
Saying no to someone else is saying yes to yourself.
Yeah, because, like, sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes I want to go rot at home. And, like, that's something that I haven't done.
Be with your babies. Like I
Yeah.
feel like people, because you're younger, or like anybody who's had kids young, like maybe their friends that aren't in that stage of life yet, like forget that you have kids. Like you, of course you want to be at home, and like you have a husband. Like of course you want to be at home with your family.
Yeah, and that's a big, like, thing for me, at least, is, like, making friends. Like, a lot of the friends that I have made that are younger, because, like, I get along with older people too, like, you know, people that
Yeah.
are, like, you know, closer to 30. Like, a lot of my true friends are in their 30s, like, you know, just hit 30 or about to turn 30. But, like, even, like, people who are, like, you know, 27, 28, who don't have kids, they don't realize that it's like, when I'm saying no, I can't do that, it's not because I don't want to hang out with you. It's just because, like, I
No.
literally have 4 fucking kids.
Yeah, you've literally said to me before, like, please keep inviting me one day, I'll say yes. Like, I just can't right now. And like, I don't know, like, true people, like, real people in your life won't take offense to that.
But a lot of people do. And so that's why I feel like it's hard to make friends, like, for me at least. But you know what? I'm like, fuck it. If you don't fucking get it, then you don't deserve to be in my life. And whenever
Yeah.
I do have free time, I'm definitely not fucking hanging out with you, bitch.
It's just not worth it.
Because I'm going to Cancun, Mexico with Meg, and I'm getting those margaritas with the girls from the salon.
Are we going to Mexico?
We can.
Is it a write-off?
It
I
is a
saw
write-off.
these girls get to go to Margaritaville, sponsored them, like Margaritaville Cancun Resort. Can
Jimmy
you hook that up?
Margaritaville.
Jimmy, please.
Jimmy.
Me and Em have the shark cups from Margaritaville. We stayed there once.
I want to go to a beach.
I would love that.
I want to shake my ass on a yacht.
I will record you doing it.
There ain't nothing gonna be shaking, girl.
Girl, you got a little dump truck back there.
Not anymore. I used to have a little bit. Now it's
Come to
bony.
Pilates with me.
Dude,
My
I need
ass
to.
burns.
Does it?
Oh my God. You have to hold on to it sometimes because it hurts so bad.
I need a good booty burn.
It hurts.
I need a good glute stretch.
Stretch?
Stretch.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I need.
I feel like I'm giving you speech therapy today. Nar.
Nar. Wait, I can't say it.
Mm-mm.
Wait, what are some other things that you've been up to? Like, well, you just got done. You're saying in my free time, I just like to like read books and do puzzles. But like, you literally like anytime I was checking your social media in the past year,
Girl, this year was crazy.
I mean, you were like, I would like check your social media. I just saw you like 2 days ago, and you're like, "Good morning from Orlando." Like, good morning from Chicago. Like, oh, just woke up in LA.
Well, Brandon's laughing his ass off.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? And you're like, oh, hair show, podcast, this, that, and the third. And I'm like,
Okay, well, you'll get this. Like, when you go through hard times, sometimes you just, like, dive into work instead of being alone with your thoughts. And I had a really hard time in the beginning of the year, so I was booked and busy.
bitch.
And now I'm tired.
Not to, I'm not bringing up anything, but like,
yeah. We can skirt around it.
we can skirt around it.
Yeah.
The beginning of the year for both of us was so beyond hard. And then I came to that hair appointment, and then you were like, is this happening to you? And I was like, yeah, this is happening to me.
And then like a month later, I saw you again, and you had like sealed the deal.
And then we were both like at the same.
I sealed the deal that night after I saw you.
I know. You're a little bitch for that.
What? I needed that pep talk you gave me.
I know. We both were.
I needed it bad. If you wouldn't have come in, I probably wouldn't have been able to like follow through with what I needed to do for myself.
Yeah, we both went through like the same exact thing at the same exact time, which was really weird. And like we both kind of knew that it was going on.
It happened to so many people this year though. Like I don't know if you've seen it, like at least in the hair world. I've seen it happen to like 2 or 3 other people that I know. It's just friend breakups are really hard and devastating. And I think it happens a lot in your 20s. And I don't know, that's not something I ever heard as a teenager. I didn't know to expect that in my like early adulthood.
Yeah. I feel like you saw like some of it, but that shit affected me bad.
It affected me bad too.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Like when they're like, when you become friends like that with somebody, like, oh my God, have you seen the CC trend that's going around where everybody's posting like their best friend videos? I'm going to block everyone that uses it.
Dude. Seeing best friend shit, like, oh my God, me and my best friend.
Makes me cry.
I'm like,
I know that I will never, ever have that exact kind of relationship again. I never want to be that close to someone again because it's like a marriage, like when that ends, like you chose to be glued to that person. Like you were with her almost her whole life.
Yeah.
Like, it's awful.
And we had always, like, with me, like, we had always had, like, ups and downs in our friendship or, like, times where we didn't talk as much or times where we weren't as close, but we always knew, like, that there was that baseline, like, we got each other.
Yeah, it's
no
like
matter
you guys
what.
had, like, an invisible cord to each other.
Yeah, and then so for everything to have went down the way that it did, and, like, whenever you have a best friend, like, I will never trust the same again. Like,
I don't trust anyone anymore. I question everything.
Yeah, because it's, like, whenever somebody so close to you can do, like, that and, like, flip on you and, like, somebody who you've told everything to, like, everything, like, who you think is your vault, and then for them to just, like, tell everybody your business.
I'm so thankful it never got on social media for me. My heart hurt for you so much.
Bitch.
I know, me screen recording everything and be like, are you awake right now?
Me drunk in my bed, like, bitch, I'm fucking drunk. I'm drinking to this shit right now.
I stayed up till like 2 a.m. Brandon kept being like, Meg, turn that shit off. It's like, I can't.
I know, whenever you texted at me, did I send you a picture or did I just say, I did. I sent you a picture of me sipping my cup, like, bitch, I'm drunk. You were like, do you need anything? Do you want to hang out? And I'm like, bitch, I can't go nowhere.
No, I was like, not right now. I'm in bed. I'm at like tomorrow. I was not available.
Well, usually people will hit me up, like that time of night and be like, you want to hang out? You want to go?
You're friends with people that are up at midnight asking you to hang out?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I mean, I used to, like, back whenever old best friend would, be into situations, I would be up and wait and see if I had to go pick somebody up or something. But other than
that was never me.
Because you're more, like, responsible than me, though.
I don't know. I never really had like a party phase or anything. So I guess I just never was really around. I wasn't really around that stuff.
You never had a party phase?
Not unless you count the beginning of me dating Brandon.
He used to be a partier.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Every weekend we would go out but I've literally probably been drunk like 5 or 6 times. Like I don't.
In your life?
Mm-hmm.
In your whole entire life?
Yeah. And I don't even know if I can count all those. Like I've been hungover twice.
So you've never like went to Vegas and like accidentally got roofied and like got arrested and like
No, not me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I want to be more like you.
I'm just stay at home.
Oh my gosh. That's what like one of my goals for 2024 is to stay home more, and you too.
Me too.
You know, yeah. Because like I feel like there's nothing good from Gabbie being out too much.
No, like if you want to hang out, like let's go to Pilates or Trader Joe's. Let's like run an errand and then say, mwah.
Yeah,
Have so much fun. Tell your kids I say hi.
let's go get a good coof.
Yeah.
Do you follow them?
No, but I heard somebody else talking about the goof.
Coof.
Was
I
it you?
love them. Yeah.
Okay, maybe you were just talking about
Yeah.
it.
I got my coof. It's Miss Bethan. Miss Bethan and Kaylee, they're twin girls.
Oh my god, cute.
They're like your obsession.
Oh, with Emily and Avery.
Yeah, they're like my current.
Do I have you on them at all yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Avery. I've been following her, and I told you nobody lives in her house.
Emily's is spotless.
Oh yeah, but she only has one kid, so it's more.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
Avery has 4. She's like you, 2 from another marriage and then 2 with this marriage. Oh well, I guess
She
you
has
have
2
one.
houses.
Yeah.
She has a filming
It's
house.
spotless, but she has a nanny too. Can I be your nanny? I'll quit my job.
Yeah, in your free time
Yeah.
that you don't have.
You will never let me be alone with Zelma after how much sugar I gave her.
Oh my! No, it wasn't even that. She just like whenever she has somebody hyping her up,
Yeah,
like
she had
Zelma.
an attitude.
Yeah.
She was like, Mom, you're ruining my fun.
I was like, what the fuck? Like literally, like she's over there with Meg, and Meg's hyping her up, and then I walk over, and she's like, Mom, go sit down.
Yeah, get away from us. You're ruining our time.
And I'm like,
that came out of a 3-year-old's mouth.
I'm like, girl, I literally brought you here.
She's going to be just like you.
I know. I'm
And
like,
you're not gonna know what to do.
I don't already. Like sometimes she'll say some out of pocket shit to me, and I'll look at her, and she'll just be like, and I'm like,
She's that version of you, and then I feel like Jalen's the like chill, funny version of you.
Jalen's hilarious.
But when I asked Zelma, "Are you more like your mom or dad?" and she looked at me and she said, "I think I'm more like you." I was like, my whole life is made. Children validation, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, she's obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, she thinks that you, like, she's like, are you going to ever take me to see my friends back at that hair salon? I was
Yeah.
like, yes, girl.
You just drop her off, baby. That's my girl.
I'll pick her up, and then she'll just be a hot fucking mess, thinking she don't got to listen to me. I took her out to the car, and she was still giving me attitude. I said, listen, we're not in there anymore. So back to reality, girl.
I'm not a TikToker no more. I will get you.
Mama will get your ass. Don't try me.
Now get in the car.
Now get in the fucking car. And then as soon as we get in the car, she's like, sugar rush.
Me
What?
giving her hot chocolate and candy.
I was about to say, she had like chips.
Mhm.
You were eating things
I
that
got
were
her
on
to
the
eat-
floor.
Yeah.
You letting her
She gave
feed
me a
you.
Dorito with whipped cream on. Oh, I was feeding her whipped cream from the bottle.
Oh, you know what's so funny about that though? Is that before you did that, everybody in that salon, I swear, took a shot of it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I think even Hannah was like, you want some? And I was like, I'll pass, you know?
See, those are the kind of shots I'm into.
Oh, do you know,
Whipped
like,
cream.
they have alcohol,
We don't need all that. Doesn't that give you like heartburn?
alcohol whipped cream shots?
Just alcohol in general. Like, I don't want a stomach ache. That's part of why I'm not into it.
I don't really drink that much.
Right.
But-
we're into other things.
When I do, I like to indulge in like a marg.
Yeah.
Like, that's like my
I
thing.
like a Moscow Mule.
Oh, fuck, bitch.
Yeah, that ginger beer. That won't hurt your belly.
No,
Mm-mm.
I fuck with Moscow mules. I went through a whole entire phase of
Kentucky mules are scary, though.
I don't do them. And they have like a
Mm-mm.
river water one too. And
Mm-mm.
I'm like,
Isn't it bourbon?
it's like dark. I do not drink
Oh,
dark
not
liquor.
okay. Yeah. Oh my god, you know what did used to be my shit were green tea shots, but I threw up every time.
I've heard people say that green tea shots
There's-
are like really. Have you ever had a melon ball?
No.
Me either, but I saw it on what is that? Identity Theft. You ever watch that movie?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen that movie where that lady's like stealing everybody's identities?
No, I got that from the title.
Oh my god, it's so good. You need to watch that shit. You will literally die laughing.
Where did you watch it?
I think it's on like Netflix. It's been on there for like a long or Disney Plus
All right.
or something. Okay. What is one way that you relax?
I love a long bath.
Mm-hmm.
The reading.
Mhm.
I like doing that. Like Oh my God, when I wake up, so I wake up an hour earlier now so that I can like sit on the couch and drink my coffee. So like I let the dogs out when I wake up in the morning and then I put food in their bowls. And while I'm making my coffee, Peach, one of my dogs, will literally go sit up on the couch and I put my little heating pad on and she comes and sits on me and I read my Kindle and drink my coffee.
That's
My favorite little moment now.
so good.
Peach is my girl. She will literally just come up to me and we say that she flops. Like she'll like roll over on her back like she wants cuddles and belly scratches. And she just, when I'm home, she will come. There's no not cuddling with P. P's my girl.
Aw.
I just want to snuggle my dogs.
I think that like waking up earlier in the morning might be the key to like, is it?
It feels awful when you're getting out of bed earlier and you're like, I could be sleeping longer. But then you get up and you get your coffee and you like have a moment for yourself and it's really nice.
Yeah, I think I need to start doing that
Yeah.
because I'm one of those people who like, I'll snooze my alarm
Oh, 100 times.
until it's like,
Mine literally say, wake up, bitch. You're not going to be able to curl your hair today. Or like, go get your latte will make you feel better. Like, that's
Yeah.
what my alarms say.
mine used to be like, wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
It's always fine once I get out of bed, but the part of like getting out of bed,
I'll snooze that shit until it's literally like, oh my fuck. And then I'm
Yeah.
like getting out of bed and then I'm like, get up,
That's
kids.
awful.
We've got to get to school. Get in the car. Who didn't brush their teeth? And then it's like after that, and then I come home and I'm having like the come down period and I feel like shit. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's like an anxiety attack.
and then I'm like, I'm not getting ready today. I'm changing my clothes. I'm washing my ass. I'm getting out of here. And then I look like shit all day. And then I'm like, tomorrow I
If
promise.
you start the day different, yeah.
I know. I'm like, tomorrow I promise I'm
Yeah.
going to do better. And then the next day, fuck, I'm late again.
I'm going
Fuck
to
it.
text you when I wake up tomorrow and be like, get up if you're not up.
What time do you get up?
My first alarm, I don't wake up crazy early because I don't get to work until 10, but my first alarm goes off at 7:30. You can do that. What time do you drop the kids off?
So I get up a little bit.
Yeah, put your alarm at 6:30.
Yeah. Oh, 6.
Literally, can you imagine though, just like waking up with your dogs and like sitting on the couch and like you can scroll in the morning or whatever?
My house
And
is
it-
always a fucking wreck. So then I'm like, let me clean some shit.
No, keep the lights off then.
Maybe,
Go on a
people.
walk with your doggies.
That would be good. Honestly, I should start like running again.
Oh, that you escalated that.
I don't
will
know.
see me running.
I feel like running though for me is like therapeutic. Like I run and I suck through life while I run.
I feel like I have asthma or something if I'm running.
Oh,
If
me
I'm
too.
running, something's wrong.
I get a lung cramp and all.
It hurts me in the chest.
I'm gonna quit vaping in 2024.
I didn't realize the other kind of vaping is worse for you than nicotine vaping.
The carts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible for you.
I'm so scared. I'm trying to stop that now. That's spooky.
Have you seen the little like contraptions? They're like you put the bud in them. It's like a vape, right? It's a decarb machine, I think it's called.
Okay.
You put the bud into this little machine and then you hit it and it's like hitting a vape and it doesn't really smell, but you're actually hitting the bud. It's not like wax. And then
That's scary.
why?
No, the stuff the wax can do to you is
Oh, yeah.
scary.
It like builds on your lungs.
I had no idea. I went down a dark hole the other
You
night
don't, you don't
reading
hit it that much. Do you? Every night?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like a couple times.
I don't know, for a few hours. I just don't want to die, you know?
I know.
I'm so scared for when I get pregnant one day, like stopping it cold turkey. Like I feel like I'm not going to sleep.
Just study it.
Okay.
Just
That took me a minute to load.
yeah, just research it.
Okay.
Talk to your doctor.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me see what the fuck else I have written down. I feel like
We're really good on tangents.
we really are. Oh, what are your goals for 2024?
My goals. So my big picture goal for like I'm assuming we're talking about career stuff now.
Anything like life, you.
Okay.
Career.
I'll start with career and end with me. My big goal is that I won't have to charge people anymore and get to do just hair models and have companies like pay me to do their hair. So like a sponsored video or like if I'm doing content creation for a brand, that's really like the direction I want to go. So saying no to things that don't align with that big goal is like a big part of 2024 for me. And then I've been talking about it here and there, but I haven't like said it out loud to many people other than you. But like, I really want to do a podcast too. Like, I feel like that's something that I want to do in this next year. I really like talking to people, and I talk all day in the salon. And I, just like you told me to talk more about myself online, I want to have a podcast where I talk to people in the hair world, but about them and not about hair. Because I feel like that's like how we all connect, and that's why TikTok has been so awesome, or like hair talk, because we get to know people more than just like the back of the head pictures they're posting on Instagram. So like that's kind of the direction I want to go next year as a whole, like doing more like working for brands and starting a podcast. And I still really love hair shows. I still like want to give that a shot, but I'm definitely going to wind down with my teaching. I taught 13 classes this last year, and I want to teach like 4 this coming year. I still really like doing it. I just did it way too much. I like got burned out from how much I was traveling, doing salon ownership stuff, my training program, the hair shows, the content. It was just like way too much. So dialing back a little bit and like zeroing in more on my goals, and then personal stuff. I obviously just got married, and so like just building my life with my husband now, and like we're talking about like maybe buying a new house and like having a new home.
You never told me that.
That's newer.
Like,
I'm kind of manifesting that. Like I I've had it. Well, I think I've told you a little bit of the craziness with my credit stuff in the past. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, right.
But I've been really working on like my credit, so like a new car and maybe a new house in the near future.
What's wrong with your house? I
It's
love your
fine.
house.
You haven't been to my house.
I know, but I've seen pictures. I love that bitch.
If we're going to start a family
Oh
soon.
yeah, bigger.
Yeah, like,
Is
and
your
I
house
really,
small?
it's not teeny, but like it's not open at all. And I don't know, I worry about stairs with kids. Like we have a lot of stairs in our house. But I would love to live closer to the salon. Like the salon neighborhood is so cute.
It's like new location.
Yeah, I've always wanted to live close to the salon. Like we got a little ice cream walk-up window and a little library. You see all the cutie moms like take their little strollers to the library for the read-alongs at the end of the day. Like that's so sweet and cute and precious.
I could see you living in that area because like I've seen like all the new they're not newer communities, are they? Like they're
Oh, girl, when we opened the salon 4 years ago, it was a little sketch.
Oh, okay. So
It's completely different now.
I feel like it's like they have like those new high-rise, like not high-rise.
Yeah, those like bougie apartments.
Them bitches are not. I was
They're
driving.
expensive.
I was like, damn,
Yeah.
okay, zaddy. I was like, where's
Yeah.
the parking to this bitch? I was kind of like,
It's gated now because all these cars are getting broken into. It was on the news. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
there's like, I like that area though. I feel like that would be cute.
I would love to live over there in an old house.
Did you ever decide on what kind of car you are wanting to
I
get?
want a Kia Telluride so bad, which
Oh.
feels ridiculous that I'm like, my dream car's a Kia. But I want it so bad. It has 3 rows, but it's not like a 3-row car. Like when you put the 3rd row down, that's like your trunk.
Yeah.
And I want it with like the like caramely leather interior. I'm like, I want a new car so bad.
I see you in that. Kia Tellurides. Kia Tellurides are actually bad bitch car. Like it's not like
I
just a
love
Kia.
them.
Those are like, it's a
Yeah,
Telluride.
I
like-
got the car I have now that Brandon and I share when I was 19. Like my Kia's lasted.
What the fuck? Your
Mhm.
car doesn't look like it's 10 years old.
I know. Okay, first of all, I'm 27. It ain't 10 years old.
I'm fucking sorry, bitch.
I was so proud of myself though. I got that car when I was 19. I was like, that felt really cool to buy a car when I was 19.
So you bought, that was like the first car you ever bought.
Yeah. Yeah, the only car.
You've only had one car your entire life?
Like my dad, like when I learned how to drive, like my parents like let me drive. They had a little Scion XA. You remember those little cars? I was obsessed. I felt like it was in a little clown car, but that shit died. I would turn it on. The first salon I worked at, I would turn it on in the parking lot, and I always left at the same time every day. And there were these ladies that walked like the same route every day, and my car made the loudest noise when I'd turn it on. These old ladies would cover their ears when I'd come out of the parking lot at the salon I worked at. It was so loud. The bumper fell off. It was being held up by duct tape for the longest time.
Dude, I used to drive a 2002 Suburban as my first car, and I was born in 2000. So, you know, the car was almost as old as I was whenever I got it. And let me tell you, that bitch, dude, I have had the worst luck with cars. I've had more cars than probably the years I've been alive.
But you buy old cars.
Why are you getting on my case?
Well, because facts are facts.
I do.
And also, you're like a car lady. So, like, I feel like you like the older cars. You like a challenge. You like a problem. That's your puzzle.
You're right.
Yeah, how's that van going?
I gave it away.
You gave it away.
I did. Some of my friends that just like opened up, I don't really want to like tell everybody who I gave it to, but I gave
You gotta say off the record to me.
I know. No, well, it's not even, I made a video like saying that I was giving the van away, but I gave it to like some of my homies that just like, they could use it, you know? So now I gave it away.
No more van life.
No more van
I'm gonna
life.
miss those videos.
I know. I didn't even tell Scott that I gave it away. I know, because, okay, listen, we just filmed a whole intro to this podcast.
He looks like a disappointed dad.
He does. Well, I can get it back from them if I ever need to live in it for videos.
Backtracking.
I know. Or if I need to get it back because me and him are working on some shit with this animator. And
Cute.
yeah, he wrapped me up in, well, his wife
Like
actually.
for a little intro?
Yeah, his wife wrapped me up in caution tape, and then they kind of like pushed me over and made me fall down.
On purpose? Did you deserve it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was for the shoot.
Mm-hmm. Sure it was.
But anyways, let's
We've answered 4 questions.
I know I have like a whole fucking
I'm
thing.
so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll ask you like, one more thing, and then we'll be getting ready to wrap this up.
I know.
Can you believe that? We talked for a whole hour about, well, most of these things we did. I mean, what is one of your favorite hairstyles that you've done on me?
I love your rainbow money piece. I know you have it right now, but when we did that for the first time, that was like last summer, I think. I just feel like it's you.
Yeah.
And when we can get your hair silver, we're still trying to get that yellow out of her hair. She doesn't know that, but that's why it's not silver this time. You're fine. But I just feel like it's you. Like having some blonde still in your hair, but having your little rainbow, it's like tie-dye in the front.
I do. I think that this is like one of my favorite. And I was talking to the girl at Bigby this morning when I was getting my coffee, and she was like, your hair, like, I just like, it reminds me of like, those things, like a light reflector, like,
Yeah.
what are those called? Like,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, like they have the colors. It just reminds me of that. And I was like, yeah, doesn't it? Like whenever it starts to fade is my
Yeah.
favorite. Like I like it whenever it's vivid.
Yeah, but it's pretty as it fades.
yeah, because whenever it fades, it's kind of like, what's going on? Like it's like,
Yes. I just think the money piece thing's you too. Like I loved your neon green money piece too.
I love that. I can't decide whether my favorite hair that we do is the green money pieces or
And your
the
eyes
rainbow.
look so pretty when you have green hair too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you just
'Cause I
asked that
have-
question because you wanted me to talk nice about you.
You know me too well. I just like getting complimented.
I got you.
But okay, so since I had you on my podcast, you have to promise that whenever you start your
You're
podcast,
on my list, don't worry.
that I have to be on there too.
Obviously.
Bet. When do you think you're going to start your podcast journeys?
I don't know. I don't know like where to start because I don't know how to get all this shit. Like this is you have to know what you're doing for this stuff.
I can send you some shit. I mean, I pretty much have. I can give you all of my old podcast stuff too.
You've done a podcast before?
Yeah, girl. I have some equipment.
What? When?
Like 2021.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know. It used to be called the Don't Be Rude podcast. I have some episodes on Spotify.
I did not know this.
Yeah, it would just be like me like trying to figure out how to work a microphone in my room.
I just don't know how to do anything because like how can I hear you right now with these headphones and then it goes onto a computer and then there's like cameras and it all links together.
I never figured all this shit out. Me and Cody just had like this one microphone and we used to share it in our kitchen.
Intimate.
It was like a bonding moment.
That's got in
why-
the kitchen. Like, oh my God, did you watch Trisha Paytas way back in the day when it was like crying on the kitchen floor was her thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that just gave me.
I used to cry on my bathroom floor. It was kind of like the same concept, but like I would be eating like Doritos, like fucking, I hate my life. Like that's how I kind of blew up on TikTok.
That's crazy.
Somebody commented on my video the other day and was like, I have been here since the bathroom floor videos. And I was like, fuck, flashbacks.
God, the first video I ever saw of yours, I will never forget it because I like, when you like see a really good video and then you like stalk that person.
Mm-hmm.
It was when you guys rented an RV and you're like, welcome to my RV. Somebody's puking.
Howdy, camper neighbor.
Yeah.
Howdy, camper neighbor. We're fucked up in here.
That's still pinned on your profile, isn't it?
I still can't. Yeah.
I love
no. I think I've repinned, but like, I still can't believe that that RV company charged me a couple grand to drive that shit down to Houston, Texas for one. For 2, the AC went out on the road, okay? When I tell you, I never in my life have been so miserable. My poor kids, I don't even know how we survived that shit. The middle of July in Houston.
What doesn't kill you
Makes you stronger, bend a little.
What'd you say? Did you say bend
Is
a little?
it bend a little or
No,
stand
you're
a
getting
little?
dirty. Stand.
I can't believe that they rented that shit. But anyways.
Tangent number 275.
Thanks for coming to this episode of Dicey Digest. It's not the Dicey.
So good.
You did better. It's Dicey Digest, not the Dicey Digest. We've established this. Thanks for listening to Dicey Digest today. Thanks
Yay,
for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for driving all the way from Cincinnati to be
it was
here today.
so far.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you,
And I
sweeties.
can't wait to have you back on. Scene. Cut.